Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we have created one of the database in our phpMyAdmin as a Laravel 8, and also we have successfully created the connection with our project, so that is our project. So right now in this video, I want to install our Laravel default authentication system. If you go to that Laravel official website, and here if you go to that place and go to that documentation, and into the documentation here, there is also another option, like if you go to that security, and to the security, that is our authentication. So friend, right now we are using Laravel 8 version, but that is little bit different from to the 7. Like here into the 8 version, here you can see that is right now this authentication actually using as a that means like JD stream. And here we have to install that JD stream, and also they have some of the instruction that we have to follow. So here you can see that is the routing. So here we have to run our, first of all, this one, and after that we have to run that liveware. So what exactly the change is, I will show you. But in 7, if you go to that Laravel 7, in Laravel 7 when you install that default authentication system, that was little bit different. So then we have to run our composer required and the Laravel UI, right? Before that was actually using that UI, and then also they're using that PHP addition view and then auth. So when you run both of this command, automatically in 7, in 6, automatically this authentication system is installed. But in 8, they are not using that UI. So right now they are using that JD stream. So if you go to that 8, and into the 8, that is our authentication. Into the authentication area, right now I want to install our these two of this package. One is our JD stream, another is a liveware. Okay, so now first of all I want to install it. So if you want to install it, we have to do right now, I'm already run our PHP artisan serve, and better go to our project directory, and here I open that CMD, right? So I open that CMD. So that is, make that sure you are appropriate in particular this folder, that means our basic folder, that is our project name, right? So here I want to run first of all our first command. First of all I want to install that JD stream. So I copy it, and now here I want to paste it. So here make that sure you add that composer required Laravel and the JD stream, and after that if you click as the enter, so now it will be downloaded all that file from to the internet, and it will be added that install that default authentication system. So friend, it may take little time. Okay, so here you have to wait for it. So better when it will be done, then I will come back again. So now you can see friend, it's now downloading all that file. As I told you, it may take little time, you have to wait for it. So better when it will be done, then I will come back again. So friend, here you can see it's now successfully installed all that file. Okay, so our first step is now completed, and after that we have to run our another command, that is a PHP addition JD stream install liveware. So here now I want to use this, so better I copy it, and now after that I paste it on here, and now I want to install this liveware. Now click as enter. Now you can see it's now showing as a migration created successful, and after that you have to create again, that means you have to enter it again. So it will be downloaded another all that file for installing that liveware. And friend, it may take also little time. So here you can see it's now updated all that your JSON. So better when it will be done, then I will come back again. So friend, here you can see it's also installed liveware. Okay, so you can see everything is now perfectly installed, and also after that it's now putting some of the instruction as a please execute as a npm install and npm run dev. So if you want to install that npm, as I told you friend, make that sure you install that node.js. So no, for that reasons here I have already installed that node.js in my system. So that is I will do that things later. But right now when you actually install both of these, that means when you install that JD stream, when you install that install liveware, that means two of this file, it's automatically created some of the file. So right now if you go to your project, and now if you click as a refresh, now you can see it's now showing as a base table or view is not found. And also there is a Laravel 8 session does not exist. That means it's actually display this type of some of the error. Because of all, as I told you, when you install that default authentication system, it's actually provided some of the file. I show you. If you now go our your project and if you go to that app into the actions, here you can see that is showing as a 40, and that is our 40 all that our file. That means that we add new user, there is a validation, there is a password reset option, update user password, and update user. So everything you will get from here. And also there is a showing as a JD stream, and if you go to that our view and into the view area, here you can see it's now created one of the folder as a auth. So into the folder, the auth, they have all the tour page as a login page, registration page, that means the register page, the reset password, the two-factor challenges. So that is the new feature is added. So literally I will show you. And then the validate, that means the verify email address. So it should be created this type of one of the folder as a auth. It should be created this type of one of the folder as a API, and also it should be created one of the layouts folder. So when you install it, automatically it will be created this type of one of the file, and also it will be created this dashboard. So that is our dashboard.php. It will be created as a navigation drop down. So that is all the default file will be created. And also our route will be updated. Like if you go to a route, into the route, there is our web route. Here you can see, friend, it's automatically created this route. So here I didn't create it. When you install it, automatically it will be created this file. Okay, that means this route. And also in our database, into the database, if you go to that migration, you can see before that was actually 3 of this file, but right now they have it's created some of the another file. Before that was actually user, and then now there is a fail job, and also there is a password reset. But right now there is another migration file is added as a session table. There is our access token. There is a column to user table. So here some of the migrations table is created, and this table means I have already created that database, right? I have already created one of the database as a Laravel 8, and also here I have already created a connection with our project, right? So in our .env, I have already created that connection with our database. So now we can actually migrate it. So now if you migrate it, automatically it will be created all that our migration table. Okay, so friend, here I hope it will be very much clear to you. So that is the all that migration table. Now it will be created. So if you want to create this migration table, here you have to migrate it. So they have also another command. So right now I have already saved it. So now there is another command for migration. So after this, okay, so before install that npm install, I want to migrate our database. So here I name it as a PHP artisan, and then migrate. Okay, so that is the command PHP artisan migrate. So when you run as a PHP artisan migrate, it will be run your migration all that file, and all the table will be created in our this database area. I show you now. If you click as a enter, now you can see, friend, it's now migrate table created successfully, and all that our migration file table is now created, right? So now if you refresh it, yes, you can see, friend, all that our table, that means the user table, the session table, the personal access table, password reset, migration, and fail job. If you go to that user, and with the user, here you can see all the default field. There is the email field, email verification, password, two-factor secret. Everything is now successfully added. So that's all that our database field, and that is our database table. I hope it's very much clear to you, friend. And now if you refresh it, yes, you can see everything is perfectly working. And now they have the another default authentication system for the logging and the register. If you click as the register, now you can see that is the new register. So right now Laravel actually using as a JD stream. So with this JD stream, that is actually our new logging panel for the register page. And if you click as a already registered, and that is the logging page. Okay, friend, I hope you enjoyed very much. So right now we successfully install our default authentication system. And also right now I want to do, there was another command. There is another command as npm install and then run dev. So here right now I copy it, and here when you install it, automatically it will be created some of the CSS and the JSS file. So it will be created it in our that position. That means that is our database, into the public, and into the public it will be created all the default CSS and the JSS file in particular that area, and also it will be created all that Node.js default, all that extension. Okay, so right now I want to also install it. So if you want to install it, I just simply copy it. I copy it, and now I want to paste it on here as a npm install and npm run dev. Okay, so after that I click as a enter. So now friend, it will be downloaded all that our npm installation, all that package. So here it may also take little time, so you have to wait for it. So that is the main features that you have to flow for install that default authentication system in Laravel. So right now I want to also install that npm, that means npm install and then npm run dev. That means it will be install that npm and then it will be run our development mode. So friend, it may take little time, better when it will be done, then I will come back again. Here you can see friend, everything is now successfully installed and also it's now run our development server. So perfect. So here that's all you have to do. So right now if you go to your project file, and to the project file, here you can see friend, into the public it's also created the CSS and that is our JSS, all that file. Okay, so perfect, we install that our node module. You can see that is all that our node module, all that package is now installed. For the reasons here I install that node.js, that means the npm, and we get all that our packages, that means the node module, all that packages. So everything is now great, right? So now if you refresh it again, so that is our register page, and if you now go to our home page, so that is our home page, that is our login page and register page. So how that our JD stream default authentications work in our next video, I want to discuss about everything with a live example. Then everything will be much clearer to you. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.